Today on WETV, we are going to be going back to a series of videos that has been surprisingly successful, and there is a playlist link below for those of you who want to watch the previous videos in this series, but stay and watch this one first. We are going back to a series, Is It Worth It? And today we're going to be talking about the PS5, which is coming out next Christmas.
Wait, actually it's coming out that soon?
Yeah, 2020.
Oh, jeez.
That was like the shit for the longest time.
I know.
Every video, Blake is back! Next video, Kevin from Air! Okay, so first of all, addressing, yeah, we have been gone for a week. We took a week off. We had some writing to do on QC Saving the World, which is coming out on December 6th. We've been doing some filming. We've now finished the first episode, so it is on schedule right now. We're going to have a shit ton of work to do, but it is on schedule to come out.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to
6th.
finish episode 2 by the time we've set.
Episode 2 will be done. Episode 3?
Maybe not.
Nah.
I mean, hey, if everyone's able to come when we schedule it,
yes.
But that hasn't been the case.
No, we've been having some trouble. So, anyways, today we're talking about the much anticipated PS5. And maybe we'll do another video talking about Project Scarlet, which is the new Xbox coming out. But at the moment,
Isn't that just the code name for it, though?
Yeah. So at the moment, we don't have, we have barely any details about that. So that's why we're not doing a video about that right now. I think Sony had a conference.
Oh yeah, didn't they start doing their Nintendo Direct thing, but it's Sony Direct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was probably on one of those.
So Sony had a conference this week where they announced some of the details of the PS5. So we don't have any drawings yet, or pictures. We don't have any pictures of the controller, and we're expecting a full announcement at E3 this year in April or May, because it is scheduled to come out this Christmas in November. But there are some people.
You mean next Christmas?
Yeah, next Christmas, 2020. But there are some people speculating that we're not going to see an early November release like we normally do with consoles. It's going to be a later December release because of some of the things that they have to do. We haven't even seen a picture of the console yet, and this console is going to be huge. So today we're going to be talking about, is it worth it or should you buy it? So first of all, let's go over some of the details. So the PS5 is supposed to be able to do 4K native, 8K.
Wait, what do you mean 4K native? Is that any different?
So right now the PS4 the PS4 Pro can do 4K if you set it to do 4K.
Oh.
It's 1080p native.
But you mean default stat
4K. All games in 4K.
Jeez.
And then it's supposed to do 8K if you can up it to 8K.
Okay.
You can up certain games to 8K. Probably going to be Sony titles, as we saw with the PS4 Pro, Uncharted 4, you could up to 4K because it was a Sony title.
Didn't they also do something with Red Dead? Red Dead was such a big game that they had to have 2 discs for it.
Yeah, stuff like that. But the other thing is it's supposed to be backwards compatible with PS4 and PS3 titles.
That's the only thing I've heard about the PS5.
Yeah, so that's going to be pretty cool. And then there's also people speculating about if it's going to be an actual console or if it's going to be more like Apple Arcade.
Or Google Stadia?
Or Google Stadia.
The streaming type thing?
Yeah, a streaming type thing. Because Nintendo, or not Nintendo, PlayStation has been buffing up PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now used to be complete garbage. And since the success of Xbox Game Pass, they've started to buff it up because PlayStation Now used to rely on ping. But now it's actually more of a streaming service. So instead of you having to use your own internet to play, you play off the server. So you had to download the game off the server and then play it, unlike Game Pass, where you can just play directly off the server. You don't have to play it off your console. So people are speculating because they're buffing up this system, they're trying to anticipate for maybe what's going to be happening with the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
And as well as that, they're expecting some launch titles So I think there's a new second Spider-Man game that's expected to be a launch title, and I can't remember the other two that were suspected.
Hasn't Until Dawn 2 been like a game that's supposed to be coming out for a long time, but it hasn't yet?
Apparently.
Last of Us 2 is like coming out soon.
Yeah, that's also expected to be a launch title. So I guess the question is it worth it? With a new coming out console, it's got to be probably $400. That comes bundled with the game and a controller.
$400? I think it will be a little bit more than that, like nearing $500 to $600.
Depending on, like, when the PS4 launched, it was $400. When the Switch launched, it was $400. And it's only the Xbox One X that actually broke the $500 limit for consoles.
But see, that's the thing. The Xbox One X was a much more powerful console, and if the PS5 is going for that same kind of thing, where it's like a much more powerful console, 4K, and being able to run 8K, it's going to be more expensive parts and a lot more work.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that make it more expensive?
But then if it's based off streaming, that could take down the cost of it.
That's true.
Especially because there is speculation that the PS5 is not even going to have a disc drive compared to other consoles, which would make it a lot smaller.
If it doesn't have a disc drive, though, then how are you supposed to do backwards compatible games that you have on discs?
Through downloading them.
But if
off PlayStation Now. So like you would log in to your account, and then you would be able to access games that you had already bought on a disc through your like PlayStation Now account.
And would it just know that because it would check and see all the games you've inserted via disc?
Yeah.
And then they'd give it to you for free on PlayStation Now?
That's the idea.
Is that what they've been saying, or is this your theory?
This is speculation.
This is speculation.
Yeah. They haven't.
I feel
really
like
guaranteed.
That's a really cool idea. Then
that would be a cool idea.
That would be really good.
It doesn't really make sense for them to put a disc drive on it, especially because like I have a PS4 and I use the disc drive like once a year.
Yeah.
If not less.
That's like me with my Xbox One. I have 2 games on disc, and the only reason I have them on disc is because they were bought for me. But whenever I go out and buy a game, it's already on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
Or I get it free on Xbox Live Gold. I'm like, ooh, I'll play this. But you just download that. Or I go out and buy a card and put the money on electronically.
So I guess the question is, if it's $399, would you? Or sorry, if it's we'll call it $450. Would you buy it? Would you go out and buy?
I mean, with
PS5.
The bulk and capacity of this, where 4K is going to be its default, and the possibility of running 8K, and just since the PS4 has been out for a while, right?
I think it's like 2013.
So exactly. So you got to think from 2013 to now, the like increase in hardware that they're going to be putting into this.
Yeah.
And if it's around the same ballpark price range, like $400 to $500, without a disc drive, backwards compatible, and it connects to your account, and it tells like how many games you used to insert with your disc, and then gives it to you for free that you can download or is streamed to you, all for only like $50 to $100 extra. I think that's definitely worth it. But the thing that makes me a little bit skeptical is most of this stuff is speculation. Yeah, so this may not be the case.
It'll definitely. We'll have to make another video once Sony finally announces the full details.
Yeah.
But the other thing is like, for it is, it's hard when you get a new console because not a lot of people have it. Like I have a PS4 and I can play online with other people because they have the But that's a struggle with every new console.
Yeah.
Like, if you're the first person to go out and buy it that launch day, you can't play any online games because nobody else has it. Anyway, so I guess our verdict is yes, it's worth it. From the information we have now, who knows what the information will turn into. But, but I would definitely say if you can find a PS4 nowadays for like $200.
I mean, Sony also isn't the type of company to let down their fans very often.
Like, they're not gonna...
like they're not like an Xbox who the Xbox 360, they still had like a power bar.
Yeah.
That's what that's called,
Yeah.
like the big black box,
Yeah,
the power
yeah,
bar.
like the power brick, yeah. And then they had one on the original Xbox One, like the
Yeah,
Fat Boy.
yeah.
And then they made it smaller and got rid of it somehow, which is insane.
Sony's not like Xbox
No.
comparing their consoles, so.
You know, because Xbox has pushed himself into a real hard corner because in the existence of the Xbox One, they've seen all of their exclusives disappear. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see if they can actually get people to go out and buy their console, or if it's going to be kind of like some of our friends and they just all transfer to PC because...
Also, different topic from the PS5. Just hearing about the Xbox Scarlet is like, what's the need for this? Why are they making a new console when
Yeah.
they just recently made the Xbox One X?
Yeah.
Which is just a stronger console, and if people want that stronger console, they've already bought the Xbox One X. But why so soon release a new Xbox,
Yeah.
codenamed Project Scarlet?
Because like the PS4 Pro came out like a year, or at least maybe 2 years before Xbox One X came out.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the Xbox One X was technically more powerful,
Mm-hmm.
if you're looking at power to performance, the PS4 Pro was the better deal.
Yeah.
But
And like I said, like people who just bought an Xbox One X whenever it came out like 2 years ago, half a year ago, and now Project Scarlet is already coming out.
yeah,
But then you have the PS4 where, like you said, the PS4 Pro only came out a year after the PS4 was released.
yeah,
And that was like 4 years ago, right?
yeah. And
So-
the PS4 Pro was only like $7,500 price difference, where the Xbox One X was like $250.
Yeah.
So it would be hard for someone who just bought an Xbox One and spent that like $600 to go then try to force them to go out and buy another.
Yeah,
console.
exactly. Where that's not the case with the PS5.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a market out there for it, and I think their timing's pretty
Mhm.
close. Especially because when the PS4 came out, most of the people were speculating this was the last console generation.
Oh.
Period. But now that the PS5 has come out, it's not the last. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this series. I hope you guys got a good answer. Yeah, so we're gonna try to, make a few more of these videos probably in the future about different things, maybe new services coming out, like when we did the one about Disney Plus, or maybe we'll do one about PlayStation Now that they've changed it. Double now. PlayStation Now.
That was not
now
good.
that they've
No,
changed it.
no.
We did one about Apple Arcade. Maybe we'll do one about Google Stadia when it finally comes out. Who knows? But we'll keep making these videos.
Maybe
'cause you guys
maybe
seem to
we'll
like
make
them.
fun of Project Scarlet when we get
when
more
it finally
information
comes
about
out.
that.
Yeah. Maybe we'll
Watch them release a picture of it, and it's just like this massive brick.
And then they're like, "This is the power brick. Here is the console." Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Tune in. We're back 3 videos a week now until Christmas, and hopefully you guys will see at least one. Well, you guys will see at least one.
Yeah. That
Cheese
one's
episode.
recorded.
That one's
recorded.
done. Hopefully you'll see 2, hopefully 3, but probably not at the moment. So we'll see you on Friday with a funny video, a funny video where we're running around cooking soup. Tune in. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next video.
Thank you guys for watching WBTV. If you want to see more videos like this one, click the video on the right. If you want to see skits, click the video on the left. And make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video.